producer has accomplished adequate planning for the production phase. 5. Start of construction. The term start of construction means the beginning of fabrication of the hull and superstructure of the ship. B. Clerical amendment. The table of sections at the beginning of such chapter is amended by inserting after the item relating to section 8669B the following new item, 8669C. Assessments required prior to start of construction on first ship of a shipbuilding program. C. Conforming repeal, Section 124 of the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2008, Public Law 110-181, 122 Stat. 28. 10 U.S.C. 8661 Note, is repealed. Sec. 1014. Limitation on decommissioning or inactivating a battle force ship before the end of expected service life. A. In general, Chapter 863 of Title 10, United States Code, is amended by inserting after Section 8678 the following new section, Sector 8678A. Limitation on decommissioning or inactivating a battle force ship before the end of expected service life. A. Limitation: the Secretary of the Navy may not decommission or inactivate the battle force ship before the end of the expected service life of the ship. B. Waiver. The Secretary of the Navy may waive the limitation under subsection A with respect to a battle force ship if 1. The Secretary submits to the Congressional Defense Committees the certification described in subsection C with respect to such ship, and 2. A period of 30 days has elapsed following the date on which such certification was submitted. C. Certification described. A certification described in this subsection is a certification that 1. A. Maintaining the battle force ship in a reduced operating status is not feasible. B. Maintaining the ship with reduced capability is not feasible. C. Maintaining the ship as a Navy Reserve unit is not feasible. D. Transferring the ship to the Coast Guard is not feasible. And E. Maintaining the ship is not required to support the most recent national defense strategy required by Section 113G of this title. And 2. Includes an explanation of A. The options assessed and the rationale for the determinations under subparagraphs A through D of paragraph 1, and B. The rationale for the determination under subparagraph E of such paragraph. D. Form. A certification submitted under subsection B shall be submitted in unclassified form, but may include a classified annex. E. Definitions in this section. 1. The term battle force ship means the following: A commissioned United States ship warship capable of contributing to combat operations. B. A United States naval ship that contributes directly to Navy warfighting or support missions. 2. The term expected service life means the number of years a naval vessel is expected to be in service. B. Clerical amendment. The table of sections at the beginning of Chapter 863 of such title is amended by inserting after the item relating to Section 8678 the following new item: 8678A. Limitation on decommissioning or inactivating a battle force ship before the end of expected service life. Sec. 1015. Biennial Report on Shipbuilder Training and the Defense Industrial Base. A. Technical correction. The second section 8692 of Title 10, United States Code, as added by Section 1026 of the William M. Mac. Thornberry National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2021. Public Law 116-283, is redesignated as Section 8693 and the table of sections at the beginning of Chapter 863 of such title is conformed accordingly. B. Modification of report. Such section is further amended: 1. By striking not later and inserting a. in general, not later. 2. In subsection a, as so redesignated, by adding at the end the following new paragraph. 7. An analysis of the potential benefits of multi-year procurement contracting for the stability of the shipbuilding defense industrial base. And 3. By adding at the end the following new subsection. B. Solicitation and analysis of information. In order to carry out subsection A. 2, the Secretary of the Navy and Secretary of Labor shall 1. Solicit information regarding the age demographics and occupational experience level from the private shipyards of the shipbuilding defense industrial base, and 2. Analyze such information for findings relevant to carrying out subsection A. 2. Including findings related to the current and projected defense shipbuilding workforce, current and projected labor needs, and the readiness of the current and projected workforce to supply the proficiencies analyzed in subsection A. 1. Sec. 1016. Annual Report on Ship Maintenance. A. In general, Chapter 863 of Title 10, United States Code, is amended by adding at the end the following new section, Sector 8694. Annual Report on Ship Maintenance. A. Report required not later than October 15th of each year. The Secretary of the Navy shall submit to the Committees on Armed Services of the Senate and House of Representatives a report setting forth each of the following. 1. A description of all ship maintenance planned for the fiscal year during which the report is submitted, by whole. 2. The estimated cost of the maintenance described pursuant to paragraph 1. 3. A summary of all ship maintenance conducted by the Secretary during the previous fiscal year. 4. A detailed description of any ship maintenance that was deferred during the previous fiscal year, including specific reasons for the delay or cancellation of any availability. 5. A detailed description of the effect of each of the planned ship maintenance actions that were delayed or cancelled during the previous fiscal year, including a summary of the effects on the costs and schedule for each delay or cancellation, and b. the accrued operational and fiscal cost of all the deferments over the fiscal year. B. Form of report. Each report submitted under subsection A shall be submitted in unclassified form and made publicly available on an appropriate Internet website in a searchable format, but may contain a classified annex. B. Clerical amendment. The table of sections at the beginning of such chapter is amended by adding at the end the following new section, 8694. Annual Report on Ship Maintenance. Sec. 1017. Navy Battle Force Ship Assessment and Requirement Reporting. A. In general. Chapter 863 of Title 10, United States Code, as amended by Section 1023, is further amended by adding at the end the following new section, Sec. 8695. Navy Battle Force Ship Assessment and Requirement Reporting. A. In general, not later than 180 days after the date on which a covered event occurs, the Chief of Naval Operations shall submit to the Congressional Defense Committees a battle force ship assessment and requirement. B. Assessment. Each assessment required by subsection A shall include the following: 1. A review of the strategic guidance of the federal government, the Department of Defense, and the Navy for identifying priorities, missions, objectives, and principles, in effect as of the date on which the assessment is submitted, that the force structure of the Navy must follow. 2. An identification of the steady-state demand for maritime security and security force assistance activities. 3. An identification of the force options that can satisfy the steady-state demands for activities required by theater campaign plans of combatant commanders. 4. A force optimization analysis that produces a day-to-day global posture required to accomplish peacetime and steady-state tasks assigned by combatant commanders. 5. A modeling of the ability of the force to fight and win scenarios approved by the Department of Defense. 6. A calculation of the number and global posture of each force element required to meet steady-state presence demands and war-fighting response timelines. C. Requirement. (1) Each requirement required by subsection A shall A. be based on the assessment required by subsection B, and B. identify, for each of the fiscal years that are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 years from the date of the covered event, I. the total number of battle force ships required, 2. the number of battle force ships required in each of the categories described in paragraph 2. 3. The classes of battle force ships included in each of the categories described in paragraph 2. And 4. The number of battle force ships required in each class. 2. The categories described in this paragraph are the following: A. Aircraft carriers. B. Large surface combatants. C. Small surface combatants. D. Amphibious warfare ships. E. Attack submarines. F. Ballistic missile submarines. G. Combat Logistics Force. H. Expeditionary Fast Transport. I. Expeditionary Support Base. J. Command and Support. K. Other. D. Definitions in this section. 1. The term battle force ship means the following. A. A commissioned